everybody, Son Goshuaku here, ready to review this historic episode that there has ever been in Dragon Ball DAIMA, episode 18, titled Awakening. So we kick things right off where we left off with Son Goku, SS3 taking on Gomah. And man, just like I was saying there, the animation looking sick. This was awesome with the SS3 sparks going at it. Goku on business, ready when Goku gives that look. You all know SS3, just like when he first went against Fat Boo. That's exactly what you're about to see. Goku on all business, and you see the rest of the friends and family. So you got Vegeta right there who got wrecked because he didn't want to go SS3 for whatever reason, conserving energy, whatever you want to. Yeah, but he's out of it. And there you see Glorio completely out of it. So we know Glorio and Piccolo and Nahare were giving it their all. Vegeta, not so much, and he is out of it. And there you see the awesome electricity of SS3 Goku looking ready to fight Gomah. And Gomah, you know, he doesn't know much about the Saiyan heritage, so he's all like, more of that funny magic and stuff. And Goku not giving a care at all, just with that awesome electricity from SS3. And what was really interesting about this part right here is the hair is down traditionally, like we always have been used to with SS3, but it goes up. And I was like, oh, are we getting a variant of what Vegeta had at SS3 now? Is Goku basically gonna have his hair sticking up like the rest of the fight? So like did he not? I can't be the only one. Let me know here in the comment section below. Let me know here in terms of the in terms of the chat. Did Goku here at SS3 look very similar to Vegeta? I can't be the only one who thought that, basically. And so we go ahead here, and Goku ready, all on business, ready to fight. Goes SS3, and he is looking basically ready, and he's charging. This was really cool. This was sick action right here. SS3 Goku going ahead with electricity going all over, and this part was done in slow motion. This whole part really honestly reminds me of, if you all remember, in the battle with Kid Buu. It was in that battle with Kid Buu that Goku at SS3, he ended up flying right towards the screen in this manner, very similar as it goes into the next episode. By the way, Goku versus Kid Buu and DBZ, if you haven't seen it, for those of you who are younger Dragon Ball fans, awesome fight. One of the all-time greatest fights, I think, in Dragon Ball Z. And so we see these speed lines, and they kind of like vanish, and he teleports away, and then he's much closer with the fist, and then Gomah's like, huh? And this is the first time we're seeing Gomah sort of, I would say, get respect, because, you know, he did a lot of this all throughout Dragon Ball DAIMA, but here Goku basically is giving him that fighting respect. And boom, right there we get the first spit of saliva coming out of his mouth. Of course, this is on Fuji TV, so doing the time frame, they have to go ahead and take those they have to go ahead and take these with the spit basically coming on out and everything like that, and it just basically glushes out of his mouth. So yeah, and this shot looks really awesome here. Goku with his fists all the way into Gomah's stomach. Man, this was fantastic, really kicking this thing right off. And I love the electricity going ahead there, and boom, you see Gomah's like, oh man, this is pure Dragon Ball Z right here. This is classic Dragon Ball Z. Y'all remember when Vegeta first became Super Saiyan, aka Super Saiyan grade I think it was 2, and he's basically standing there in the anime smiling, and Super Buu, and I mean it was a semi-perfect cell, he's like, oh, and boom, punches him right in the gut. That's kind of what this reminds me of, because there's so much things that's reference all of Dragon Ball in here, and Glorio is completely shocked, cannot believe it. And Gomah, you know, he's up here saying curse you and stuff, and he goes for a big punch right there, and boom, Goku teleports out of the way. Goku coming right behind him, and then right here Goku does a spinning kick right to the face of, bam, shoo, sends Gomah flying. And right here we see a cool shot as if there's a GoPro on Gomah's head. It's like a first person perspective, and Gomah's like, oh, you know, he can't even get his footing, can't even get his hands, and he eventually finally able to get some ground. And that is just awesome. Awesome looking shot. The animation team absolutely on point in this episode, with SS3 Goku going ahead and shooting that cool ki blast. And then from there you see Gomah right there. He's looking all off and he's like, oh, and then Goku starts shooting, and like, you know, it's getting a bit serious when Goku has to go to spamming ki blast. You know, all that. That's usually Vegeta shtick. Here Goku's just doing everything he can to go ahead and get at Gomah. And then these are just looking awesome, amazingly well drawn, amazing animation. You got Gomah right there looking at the ki blast, trying to evade it, and you see Gomah is worried. He's flying away. He's trying to create some distance. And these things are going all over the field that Gomah has created. And then right here, he's coming right back. He's got his whole new technique, and I love it. As soon as he tries to go Goku, Goku swoops in from behind him, shooting those ki blasts like, man, it was just fantastic. And you see right there, even they kept adding these blur effects to the camera, making it look like it's moving too fast, as if for the camera to keep up, even though it's animated and all that stuff. Boy, how would you like to be a cameraman during this action? I mean, you'd have to surely fear for your life. Wow. And then we got SS3 Goku flying right back, and then they just start going at it right here. Boom. Yo, you got Gomah right there going for the kick, gets Goku. SS3 goes in for what looks like a left punch. Boom. Goku dodges that, and then right there goes for another kick. Goku dodging that one, and boom, Goku comes back with another big kick, but Gomah is able to block that with his arm. And then right there, Goku basically coming in, pressuring Gomah, and they're doing this cool shot of where the camera is just moving all over the place as we get into this big huge fight right here. And then Goku, SS3 is basically using his old fist to basically block the other fist from Gomah, and man, they are going at it. This is classic Dragon Ball, you know, like, it was just so awesome, and the camera panning around, just, man, animation absolutely on point. Goku using his elbow to block Gomah's punch here and everything, and then using the kick right here. You know, things like this makes me wonder, is Gomah actually a really good fighter, or is he just taking advantage of the power that he has with the third eye? Because clearly Son Goku is a much better martial artist. He has been trained by several martial artists, even though this is the pre-Dragon Ball Super era Goku, where he takes on Whis. Goku's had tons of masters at this point. Then you got Gomah right there coming back with the kick, and then from there Gomah looking on, just getting irritated. At this point he is getting frustrated, and he starts throwing this purple ki blast right at SS3 Goku, and Goku, bam, takes his stuff, said, well, get that out of here. And then he goes for another one. Goku kicks it right out of the air, and it's going ham. Gomah is trying to shoot these ki blasts. He's like, da, 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 and Goku's like, boom, 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 get that out of here. Y'all remember back in Epico, it was the what was the episode during the Frieza arc, right? When Frieza went with the death beam and was like, bang, boom, 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 and Goku's like, da, 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 bam, and Frieza's like, not only did he manage to go ahead and deflect my death beams, but he kept it from hitting his friends. You know, something like that he was saying. So, I mean, that was really awesome. And that's what we're seeing here. And then we get this big ki blast right here from Gomah. And he goes ahead, and you can see, I love the speed lines. They would draw this to really emphasize the speed that they were throwing it at. So he throws this ki blast at Goku, SS3. Goku gets ready, and then he's like, come on, let's see. Bam! He goes ahead and boom, chops it. And you know, I didn't recognize this until I see it once again, talking about more of those references that we're seeing here in Dragon Ball DAIMA. Does this not remind you all of when his son Gohan, SS2, was defeating the Cell Juniors? That was the effect that they do. They did. They would have this whole black background as he chops them in half. And of course, if you haven't seen the uncut version of that, it's so much more brutal. Even in the manga, it's even more brutal. But yeah, they would do that effect where Gohan would cut the Cell Juniors in half, and everything went purple with a black background. And this is a total reference to that. This was sick. I'm loving it, man. Like I said, there is so many ridiculous amount of Easter eggs that truly celebrates all of Dragon Ball, and Goku looking awesome right there. And then he goes in for the kick, goes in once again, does a huge kick right there to the blast, and then he basically chops this blast down. Like, yes, this is totally taken from Gohan SS2 defeating the Cell Juniors back in Dragon Ball Z. And look at that shot right there, my boy Goku looking all point, all serious, all business. Like I said in the last episode, this is the tension that I have been looking for in Dragon Ball DAIMA, there's nothing like knowing that, okay, this is the maximum power that Goku has, and he is going all out. So if he gets defeated, at least we know Goku tried his absolute best, as opposed to that episode a couple episodes ago where, he spent the whole 18 minutes of it struggling until he decided to go SS1, blow all these things to Kingdom Kong. But then we go right back here. So this key blast comes right over to SS3 Goku, and he's able to dodge it. And then from there, Goku's like, he is not playing around. He goes head first to Gomah, but Gomah is able to match him with his fist right there. And man, both of them are in a stalemate, going at it. This is just awesome. And then the colliding of their fists is so much. It's so impactful that you get these purple electricity, and boom, impact frame there, and then bam, creates a crater right underneath them. Sick stuff, man. This is fantastic. And then right there you see you have Pansy. She's going like, oh wow, good going and everything, and everybody's on the edge of the seat like, do it, yeah, like, man, it's just cool. They're like the audience of us watching this fight. We're watching this big showdown. Like, that is absolutely fantastic. And I love how you had Majin Buu here going like, boo and do. My gosh. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break here just to get some water because I gotta stay hydrated. There's a lot more action to come in this one. I also got to fix something here with my chat as well, not displaying here. So give me one moment. We'll get right back to the action. All right, thank you all for holding on. So continuing where we left off, we got Majin Buu right there, and Majin Buu's like, he's powered up and stuff, and then he's like, that's it. And this right here was one of the most random things to happen in the episode, and I mean one of, because there's even more randomness to come here. But we get back to the fight with Goku and Gomah here, and man, you got Goku right there. He is definitely on point, taking Gomah serious, and then bam, he's able to go ahead and dodge there, and Goku is ready, staying on guard, keeping his hands up. Bam, does a big dodge right here, because look how ridiculous the fist size is with how jacked up Gomah's become. And of course Goku, he's fighting in his child body, so he's a lot smaller, so there's tremendous amount of what it is range here. Basically Gomah has a tremendous reach on Goku when he's going ahead throwing bombs with him, and then Goku right there still staying on point, and you get Majin Buu who comes up right behind him, flying in, getting into the battle. So of course Majin Buu super powerful, and he's ready to fight. And then right after that you got Tamagami 1 flying after him, so it's all on. We got 3 of the strongest going at it, so really showing you I guess the pecking order of the power here. And Gomah, like, this shot looks really cool. Gomah collide with all 3 of these guys, and boom, we end up getting all out action. And look at the sparks fly and all that going at it. Like, Gomah up here taking on 3 of the most powerful beings in this timeline. Like, this is as strong as you get. You guys got to remember, Dragon Ball DAIMA comes about, I think, roughly 1 year after Dragon Ball, after the Majin Buu saga, and then about 4 years before Battle of God. So in timeline, man, we are looking at the pinnacle of Dragon Ball power, pre-god forms being introduced, god ki being introduced. And so, man, there you go. Just Goma's up here throwing hands and feet with all three of these guys. Look at that. Like, man, punching both Goku and Do and Tamagami one all at one hand. Like, you're seeing right here, the third eye is the real freaking deal. And then right here, my man goes for a little bit of Cell action where he does the explosive wave. You all remember that's how Cell, and I believe it's Perfect Cell's ultimate in the Dragon Ball Tenkaichi games, as well as Sparking games, and even the most recent one, Sparking Zero, where he's able to do that purple barrier and everything. Yeah, it's just like that. And then he goes ahead and explodes the purple energy, and he's able to take all three of these guys away. Like, man, and like I said, the visual effects team just absolutely being on point with this. This looks phenomenal. This looks awesome. Like, man, that is just this is just fantastic right here, seeing this. And Gomah basically left standing all powerful, sending Majin Buu away. And Majin Buu, he's able to stop himself, and he starts forming this big giant green ki blast, and he sends and launches this thing right over. And Tamagami 1, not to be outdone, he comes right over with his sword, and he's going all out. And right there you see he tries to cut Gomah, but Gomah's just too strong with his forearm, and he's looking at Majin Buu like, oh my gosh, these guys are being huge pests. And he goes in for a big elbow, and bam, clocks Majin Buu right on the cheek and sends Buu flying straight out of frame. And Buu is just going right across the ground. Boom, he has been buried in there. And then Tamagami 1, he's been pushed back with his sword, and SS3 Goku, he enters the frame, and boom, right there you see Tamagami. Yeah, I think it was in the shot. Yeah, it's actually Gomah who's pulling back his fist, and bam, launches Tamagami 1. And then he forms a purple ki blast because he sees SS3 Goku is on his way. He's like, come on, I got you. And so Goku, showing no fear, hesitation, flies right over to that purple ki blast, and bam, gets whacked right in the face, right first front body. Bam, sends him out of frame. And man, that sends Goku with a lot of veracity into the rocks there. So it is not looking good at all. Goku is buried in the smoke, and there you see Tamagami 1 is down, Majin Buu is down, and by gosh, SS3 Goku is down. If I had to go ahead and do my inner Jim Ross, man, when Jim Ross in WWE, you guys would watch back in the Attitude Era, Jim Ross, man, he was on fire when multiple wrestlers were down, the carnage. And getting to that random moment that I was talking about here. So we got Majin Buu. He finds this big giant chocolate chip cookie out of nowhere, and we don't know where he got it from. Surely he didn't break through the barrier that Surely he did not break through the barrier that Gomah created and decided to go to the store right quick and buy a big giant cookie and come back into the battlefield. Just so random, because I don't think we've seen Do or Ku demonstrate the ability to use a beam and turn something into chocolate. So he finds this big giant chocolate chip cookie out of nowhere, and he's running. He's like, Do! And he starts throwing in the air, and he spins around like a ballerina, and then he goes ahead and throws it like a frisbee. Is that what I said? Yeah, the frisbee. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I'm so flustered right here, keeping up with all this action. And a frisbee, that's what it is, right? Yeah, so he throws it like a frisbee, and boom, there you go. It's like shh. This thing starts going ahead, and this cookie is so powerful, it starts like chopping it's chopping the rocks in half, the mountains in half. Like, my gosh, I don't know if I want to bite into a cookie that is so strong it breaks mountains in half. But it's flying towards him, and look at that aim, it's flying, getting closer to Majin Buu, and he's like, oh, and boom, goes in his mouth. And Buu starts, and he's like, my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm getting there. Excuse me on the stream, man. I'm just having so much fun with this episode. But Yeah, that is hilarious. He starts just going ham on this, and even Dr. Arinsu's like, "What's that?" And Majin Buu goes like, "Do you can power up too?" And so yeah, he just goes ham on this chocolate chip cookie, and just like, ah, and we all know that these things right here, they're like sensu beans. They give him a huge power boost or recover his stamina, and he swallows the whole cookie. And right here, he's like, chocolate cookie. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see this in the English dub. That's gonna be so funny. And you see the sparks are absolutely flying. Oh my gosh. And you see Ku, Ku is very happy for his brother, and Dr. Arinsu just cannot believe everything she's seeing here. And SS3 Goku still on business, powering up. And then right here, like I said, the cookie was not the most random thing we saw in this episode, for it is this, ladies and gentlemen. Majin Buu starts looking at himself, and he's like, "Oh," and he sees Goku going SS3 powered, so he's like, "Ah!" And Goku's powering up, and then Ku's like, "Ah!" And both of them are face to face, psyching each other like, you know. Oh my god, this is so funny, so random. And what ends up here, we got Majin Buu the prodigy, ladies and gentlemen. He starts getting these spikes out of the back of his head, and it looks like out of nowhere Majin Buu has gone Super Saiyan 3. I tell you, I did not see this coming. I did not even think this was possible. I guess really he's mimicking him, but I'm like, this is red. Like, this is crazy. SS3, I'm thinking about doing, coming up soon, a ranking of the Majin Buu characters, and I'm glad I've decided to wait till after Daima's finished, because I would have missed out on this moment had I done it while it was still in process. Man, this was hilarious. So there you go. We've got SS3 Goku and the wannabe SS3 so badly Majin Buu, both powering up here in this awesome moment. You see their auras, and bam, just going all crazy. And I see Dr. Arinsu is like, what kind of magic is this? Because of course the Majins out here in the demon realm, they don't know about the Saiyan, so to them it's just magic. And there you see Goku and Majin Buu on point, looking awesome as ever. All right, I'm gonna take a break here because man, this episode has just got more wildness to come. Alright, and so as we get to it, Goku and Majin Buu, they brace themselves and they fly right towards Gomah. Goku showing no fear. And then he's got Majin Buu backing him up. So both of them are flying right here through the rocks. Just, this looked really awesome. Like the camera's just doing a pan shot with them. And there you see right there, Tamagami 1 still fighting Gomah, and boom, gets punched right away out of frame. And then Gomah, he's looking over right here, and he's got his eyes set on them, and then there is Majin Buu flying right towards Gomah, and he goes ahead and stretches his limbs, very much a master of the fighting arts of Kid Buu. And then this time he's actually able to successfully go ahead and trap Gomah, as he tried that in the previous episode to no avail. And from here, Goku with SS3, he teleports next to him, ready to go in with the fist. So both of them showing some really good choreography after fighting. You know, Majin Buu almost reminds me of Goku going back to OG Dragon Ball. Those of you who've actually not just only watched Z and everything else from there, but have actually gone back or actually started with original Dragon Ball, you'll know that this is kind of like what Goku was. He was a prodigy when it came to watching things. Like, he was able to watch Muten Roshi, aka Master Roshi, do the Kamehameha once, and he was able to replicate it perfectly. Well, not to the same extent that he was, but he was able to execute it perfectly, and being able to at least launch the wave and destroy, I think, was it like either a rock or a car. And Roshi, I believe he talked about how it was like 50 years for him to master, and Goku mastered just after watching it. And that's kind of like what you see Majin do here. So total prodigy here, man, definitely. So we got this awesome shot of SS3 Goku. I almost want to, in this shot, see him do the Ryukin, aka the Dragon Fist explosion. Man, that'd be sick. Hey, maybe we'll get that in Dragon Ball DAIMA. More to come. And boom, he nails Gomah with that shot. Got the boy. You know he felt all that power, and right there, I just love it that as in the punches so far that it sends Majin Buu, who's still holding on to Gomah, sends him flying in the air, and the Goku's impact was so much he's still like. And Majin Buu right there, you see the distance right there that Majin Buu has gotten, and he goes ahead and turns around and he just chucks with all his might, chucks Gomah, and from there you see right there Gomah, yeah, no, he doesn't chuck him away, he's actually spinning him around, and Gomah's like, ah! And he is like spinning around and around we go, around and around we go, boom, and bam, right into the rock. And he's like, no, dude's like, I got more for you. We gonna do this again. Boom, through another rock, and then boom, through another rock, tearing his butt up. Boom, another rock, and Gomah, you can just see he's like, oh, he's feeling all of this pain, and then he goes for this little mountain right here, bam, right there, face first, and he still has the imprint of Goku's SS3 punch on his face, man. Awesome tag team. I hope that if in Sparking Zero, if they bring back tag team moves, how can this not be an epic tag team move exclusive to Majin Buu and SS3 Goku? Just really epic stuff, and Majin Buu not playing at all. You see how angry he is. He is focused. He goes ahead, and I think it's at this point he begins to basically look at Gomah, just looking absolutely ridiculous. He's spinning around so much, Gomah don't even know where he's at. He's like, oh. He doesn't even know where he's at this point. And he finally chucks Gomah, spinning Gomah around, and Gomah is just like, oh, spinning in all types of directions, and then basically turns that boy into a tornado, sending him flying in the background, and I think, boom, finally goes right into the rocks. Man, what an awesome sequence as Gomah ends up getting out of the rocks closely there, and Goku SS3 keeping the pressure on, man. This was an awesome sequence, and Goku right there he goes, gonna go in for a fist, a boom, got him right under those big giant lips. Man, got all like, looked like he knocked the dirt all off his face right there. And boom, nice uppercut. And then right there, Majin Buu comes right back with a double fist. And no, dude starts going crazy. He's like, boom, bam, right to the left, bam, right to the right, bam, right to another right, boom, just tearing him up, basically unleashing all the fury on Gomah's face. And Majin Ku and Arinsu, they're happy because right now, dude, this is the worst we've seen Gomah. He is getting lit up with a combo of SS3 Goku and wannabe SS3 Majin Buu. And there you see Gomah just going all out. He's sweating now, but he's still going, and he's like, like he's not even looking anymore, but he's trying his best. And at this point, you have Majin Buu. He's like, you can do it, dude. And then they're like, huh? And they're like, well, what's going on? And there we get a jump cut to Majin Buu is out of energy. He is sucking wind, and how appropriate, because if he's trying to mimic SS3, we all know SS3 has those all too well documented stamina issues, and there Majin Buu is found that out the hard way. I love that he's mimicking an SS3 form, but he's also mimicking the issues of the form. Like that, this is just great. And it's mentioned here, he's he's like, I think the cookie wore off. And right here, boom, Gomah now basically comes back with a punch on Majin and sends the boy flying in the air like, and you hear as he's spinning away, you hear him go like, boing. Oh my gosh, crazy, hilarious sequence. It almost reminded me, y'all remember when Teen Shinha back in the Cell Saga kept doing the Kiko hole, aka Tri-Beam, over and over and over, and no matter what, Semi-Cell could not overpower him. It literally took Teen Shinha getting exhausted for Semi-Perfect Cell to finally come up and do something, and that's kind of what it's like. Like, Gomah was getting his butt kicked, and it's not until Majin Buu was at this point that he was finally able to get the upper hand on him, that the Gomah was able to. So I thought that was good. You just see how far he ends up swinging him back. And so right now at this point, it's down to SS3 Goku and Tamagami 1 who come flying in. And of course, Tamagami 1 is not able to do anything, trying to slash Gomah up. And Goku, he's trying to get hit with the punches. And man, they're trying, but it's nothing. It's just not working. Kicking SS3 Goku. Tamagami 1 coming in with a sneak attack. And then you see right there, Goku still being pushed back, trying his absolute best that he can do. I love that punch right there. Just look how focused Goku looks, absolutely. And he's trying to dodge all of SS3 Goku, S3 Goku trying to dodge all of Gomah's attacks right there and everything. He's trying his absolute best, and then he goes in for, I think, like a knee here, or no, he goes in for a kick, and Gomah is able to continuously evade that, and he's evading the sword and everything. You know, it's such a shame that Tamagami 1's sword is so awesome, and we have not been able to see it do some awesome damage. So hopefully they got a cool ultimate attack plan for him, as I'm pretty sure he's going to be in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's DLC coming up. And then so right there, Goku SS3, he tries to go ahead and get Gomah as he sees his Zenoid, and boom, kicks him right in the back, gets a good shot in, bam, sends Gomah flying out of frame, and then Goku keeping the pressure at SS3 flying, bam, gets him right in the cheek, and I'm like, keep up the pressure, Goku, keep up the pressure. Gomah's like, why you little, and then right there, Tamagami 1 nearly comes at Gomah's eye, and bam, finally Tamagami gets a good shot in, kicks that boy. Look at that. Oh boy, do they not. I think it's just because how goofy and dumb Gomah's face looks. His shots, when he gets punched, he has the funniest looking face when he gets hit. So I thought that was like hilarious right there. And then you see Gomah right there, he's feeling all that power and everything. Bam, kick to the chin right there from SS3 Goku. So at this point, the boy's like, he's feeling all that pain, and bam, right there. I don't think, was that a shot to the back? No, yeah, it was a shot to the back by Tamagami 1. Like, look how silly and stupid this boy looks every time he gets hit, man. It's too great. And from here, man, it is not looking good. They are actually really getting, now I'm looking at it frame by frame here, man, they are really getting the best of Gomah here. Boom, tearing him up. Look at this. Look at these combos. Eating all these sick combos from Gomah is from Tamagami 1 and SS3 Goku. Look at that. Stumping. Boy done got curb stomp, pulling out his Seth Rollins impression. Tamagami 1 up here doing the Seth Rollins curb stomp to Gomah. And then Goku coming in, bam, right to the side right there. And then boom, they are just lighting his butt up. And this is the running theme. So as you can see at this point, Gomah has been getting his butt absolutely kicked. And usually in this episode, what we see is, as a running theme, is any time that Gomah is in trouble, the third eye would start to glow just like this, and it ends up doing this intense light. And right here you can see right there, bam, unleashes a powerful explosion, and this sends SS3 Goku and Tamagami 1 flying, sends them way into the background, because that darn third eye, it is what gives Gomah the power. So Gomah's got another power boost here, and you just see how much energy is coming out of his skull with that third eye. And right here he does this really cool laser beam that sort of kind of reminds me of of Broly in Dragon Ball Super Broly when he was going all out crazy and he had the mouth blast going everywhere. So this beam just starts shooting up the whole place and mountains, and I just love the animation right here. Just sick looking animation, and you see SS3 Goku look at it and bam, Goku is shot point blank with a blast, and that sends him all the way to the ground. And Tamagami 1 is also shot with that blast, sent to the ground, debris everywhere. SS3 Goku looks like he's in trouble, and this was sick right here. This man reminded me of the beatdown Broly gave Goku back in the first original Broly movie. So Gomah comes in with a big stomp, and boom, right there. Oh man, I can't wait to hear what Stephanie Nandoni is going to do for this shot. But you know, if this was Sean Schemmel, we'd be like, ah! You know, you could imagine how much he would sell this, and Masaika Nozawa did an amazing job. Like, boy, this one had me going like, oh man, he done made the pupils disappear from SS3 Goku. What a stomp. And then that's not even the most painful part. Goku, he's you know, he's trying to get the pressure off of him because he's being stomped and everything. Obviously this had to hurt worse than when Vegeta stomped on him as an Ozaru, aka known as the Great Ape in the dub, back in the first fight between Goku and Vegeta. But then Gomah, this is really nasty right here. Gomah goes ahead, pulls his fist back, and then he ends up going ahead in with the punch, which I imagine had to probably come up under through the rocks, and then boom, punches Goku right all in the body. Full body shot right here by Gomah, and sends Goku ends up flying in the air. Whoo, my gosh. And you see right there, SS3 Goku looks like he's about to end, but you know what? And you all will get this reference if you're a Tekken fan, right? Isn't that how Tekken does the juggle combos where you throw somebody in the air and then you keep your combos going and everything? My boy Linux, he actually is a professional competitive Tekken player, so he would know that better than I would. But yeah, that's kind of what it reminded me of here, because Goku, before he can even hit the ground, Gomah ends up going in for another punch because he's like, ooh, mother effer, he said, I'm about to show you right now, because he's been taking Goku so personal this whole time, and bam, punches Goku right there onto the ground. Oh, and then here and there, Goku bounces off the ground, and then right there, Gomah's like, he comes back with a nut with his leg, and bam, kicks Goku, and you can see the way it's even animated at a distance there. Goku's like, oh man, bam, kicks Goku flying out of frame. What a combo. And Gomah looking at his handiwork like, yeah, no, y'all didn't learn now. Oh, y'all didn't learn. He said, I am the true Supreme Demon King. Y'all mother effers ain't got crap on me. That's what he's pretty much thinking. And there's SS3 Goku. He's exhausted. He's tired. But Goku, you know our boy, he ain't gonna go down, man. He ain't gonna go down and all that stuff, man. So crazy. We got Jennifer Williams. Love seeing you doing your thing. Continue to be epic. Oh, I know Jennifer. What's up? Hey, thanks for joining the chat. That's awesome. And then getting back to the action here, man. Goku, he ends up basically trying to do what he can. He is basically trying to fight, and he goes for a punch, and he just side sweeps him. Once again, you pro wrestling fans out there would know it. Samoa Joe basically has this cool technique, because wrestlers, they do this thing where they jump off the top of the rope, and you know, usually you catch the opponent and everything. It's all part of the theatrics and everything in wrestling and stuff, how they do it. But with Samoa Joe, he just walks right out the way and then lets them crash and burn. And that's exactly what Gomah's doing here. He's doing the Samoa Joe, like, I'm just gonna get out the way and let you basically go down. And Goku's on all fours at this point. You can see SS3 Goku, he is completely exhausted, and all he can do is look up in fear at Gomah. And Gomah right there, we get this first person perspective of Son Goku. He sees Gomah, who starts unleashing these fury of ki blasts, like pew, 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 you know. And Gomah look at DB, is like, ha 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 ha. He's like, what did I tell you, mother effers? I told you I would kill you all. Now die. die. Like, man, Gomah is just feeling himself too much right here in terms of how he's getting that revenge. You see the blast, basically. Goku is falling back, man. Gomah has kicked SS3 Goku's butt, and he falls to the back. And Goku, he is exhausted here, and he's basically like, now I'll take you all out. And it's not looking good. Vegeta, Piccolo, Nahare, aka the Supreme Kai, aka the East Kaioshin, they're like, oh, what can we do to stop this? Majin Buu is out. Tamagami 1 is defeated. His sword sticking out. Like, man, Gomah, the third eye, has proven too much for our heroes, and we start getting this really cool epic ki blast as Gomah ascends to the sky, ready to deliver the final blow. And there you see SS3 Goku barely hanging on, saying, oh no. And out of nowhere, Neva appears. And for those of you who felt that Neva was just way too OP, the old man's got some more tricks up his sleeves. So Neva starts doing this really cool blue blast thing right here to SS3 Goku, and Goku, he doesn't know what the heck Neva's doing to him, and Neva, he ends up going ahead and making him glow. And it's from right here, Goku is transported to what looks like another dimension. And there's only been a few moments in Dragon Ball where transformations have done this, and I think it was here that a lot of us knew, oh snap, is what's about to happen and so in this we get this visual of SS3 Goku being pulled up, and this blue orb surrounds him, starts forming this light here, and we're like, oh snap, what is happening to SS3 Goku? And I guess we get this look inside of what looks to be Goku's body, the ki running through his cells and everything. We've seen stuff like this in the original opening, Chala had Chala, where Goku takes the fist out and then basically, you know, they form that into his hand and stuff like that. And I guess this is going through all of Goku's cells, his bloodstream. We see this blue water effect. Speaking of Chala, had Chala, yeah, that's a whole total reference right there with the hand. And then the hand gets bigger, and then we see smooth skin, and then we see fur skin. And at this point, guys, I was like, oh, let's go, because I know what was going. We had hoped that it was gonna happen, but we needed to see, was it really gonna happen? And right there we see the hair basically go from SS3, and then we get this really cool reddish looking hair that looks like Super Saiyan God. And we see this cool thing, like this right here reminded me, this is like some reference to Naruto almost at this point, because this really looked like the way the chakra was looking like when the QB, aka the Nine Tails, was sealed away from him. That's what this was reminding me of. Maybe this was Toriyama's tribute to Masashi Kishimoto, who obviously looked up to Toriyama as his sensei. So man, this was getting really intense here. And then we see this this orb right here forms his blow, and once we saw the tail, it was like, there is no denying now of what we are gonna see. There is no denying at all. And we see the eye here, and I was like, yes, look at it. When you saw the eyeliner and the hair, like, we know what this is. Oh man, when we saw that part, and then we saw the fist right there glowing, and we saw the flames and the big giant explosion, I'm like, yes, I like, give it to us, and boom, big explosion. And I love the fire and the blue, man, the energy was just absolutely on point here. We get like this really cool flame looking air aura, and it's like, oh boy, what is this? Goku's got flames coming out of his mouth, like they were all out of his mouth, breathing fire. I'm like, it is. I was like, those who know the Daniel Bryan / Brian Daniels chants, I was like, yes. And man, how sick was this looking? Oh my gosh, look at the blue energy there. Gomah's like, what's that? And everyone absolutely on point. Even Dr. Arinsu's like, what the heck is this? And Vegeta's like, you got to be kidding me. And Piccolo's like, oh. And from here, Gomah's like, I ain't gonna sit and wait for you transfer this transformation. He's like, I'm killing you now. And the quickness of how that went from purple into like a supernova. So I wonder if this is kind of reminding me of like Kula when he threw that supernova. And you see, man, this is just looking sick. I love how this demon realm almost looks like a Dead Zone, aka the first movie, was it Give Me Back My Gohan, when the Garlic Senior was in his own demon world looking place and everything. So that was just really fantastic to see here. And then from there it ends up going, so you can see right there just how little Goku looks right there. This thing comes in and Goma's like, I got ya. He's like, oh, and right there, there's no denying it. We're seeing it, SS4. We know what it was here. And he ends up going ahead and clashing back. And man, this is just looking really sick, really awesome. And I love the glowing red eyes right there. And we get our first look. We're like, it is. We're like, it is it. Super Saiyajin 4, aka Super Saiyan 4, better known in the dub as Super Saiyan 4. Looking absolutely awesome. I mean, honestly, more so, he looked more like Gogeta here. And from there, we see the hands, and boom, sends that blast flying right back at Gomah, coming for Gomah, and Gomah is quickly able to get out the way as that blast is sent into the sky. And Gomah's like, ah, and we see it, an all too familiar fur. Boom, we see the gripping of the hands, the tail, there is no doubt the fur. We see the hand, the leg being on point, and then it basically Goku jumps out of frame, and there it is, our first look. SS4 Son Goku for the first time ever from the hands of the late great Akira Toriyama. Man, what a moment. What a historic moment for long time Dragon Ball fans. There it is in all his glory. SS4 Goku with some big giant hands, which I'm guessing is done intentional. It was done intentional to look this way, to be more of the primal nature of what SS4 was. And if you look at the way a monkey is, you know, they're like, you know, an ape or anything like that, you have the big giant hands there and stuff. I mean, this just justifies English dub Frieza more when he would always say, you Saiyans are nothing but a bunch of monkeys. Of course, Frieza at this time was still dead in hell. And look at that ore. Look at the sickness of the ore and the power up. I love it, man. Look at that. That was just so sick. I love they kept the golden aura. The sparks. Look at the sparks. Like, this is sick. Like, this was, man, just what a moment. Amazing, absolutely amazing. The animation, absolutely on point. The electricity, the thunderbolts coming out of this golden aura, and look how sick my boy Son Goku looks. He is ready on business. Look at that. Man, that was fantastic. Look at that golden go. The boy's got the shine. And then after the golden aura disappears, we even have like this little cool this blue aura remaining water effect that goes around, and there it is in all his glory. Super Saiyajin 4 Son Goku. It ripped off his shirt, and even a nice little detail that we get with it, it rips off his belt, you know, the belt that he uses to keep his pants together here. And what's really interesting about Toriyama's design here is it does look more like, because what was it, Nakasuro, I think was his name, the one that made the SS4 transformation and everything. Let me double check that, fact check that. I'm gonna Google it right now. Who made the SS4 design? Because I think it was, Nakasuru. Kazuyoshi Nakasuru. Yeah, he was the one that designed SS4. And if you've ever all seen like the SS4 drawing that Akira Toriyama did many years ago. This is a little bit more closer to what his version of that looked like in terms of drawing. And what I like is something interesting is that the fur does not go all the way down to the wrist. Instead, it's like halfway up to his to his forearm. So that was a really cool design choice right there. I'm gonna be honest, do I think it looks as good as SS4, the OG SS4? I felt the black hair kind of gave it a better contrast, but the red ore I think could possibly tie in here to Super Saiyan God, so it kind of works in that sense. But I also hear if you played the Dragon Ball Hero games in Japan, that this is the red coloring shade that they had for those SS4 moments. But overall, still sick design. Really cool to see that this form has such a huge impact on Toriyama, because as many know, and I've said it many times about Dragon Ball GT, I like Dragon Ball GT, but just nowhere near as much as I like Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, and even to a little bit lesser degree, I like Dragon Ball Super better. But GT certainly had great concepts, but poor execution. But one of those great concepts, and clearly by the popularity of it, is SS4. So many people love this form. It was one of the most unique designs to ever come, I think, out of the Dragon Ball franchise. And to see that after decades, because when did this thing drop? Back in 1996 it was, so we're talking 29 years, 28 to 29 years, almost 3 decades. Man, we get this form, and even Toriyama couldn't help but make it a part of the continuity. But a big huge shout out goes to Akio Yoku, who of course was Toriyama's right hand man. He's the one that looked up and saw what the fans wanted, and knew that SS4 was popular despite how many people disliked it, and he was the one that sort of encouraged Toriyama to go ahead and make this a part of the series and everything and stuff like that. Shout out also I want to give to Geekdom 101, who definitely has been the real deal with his sources out there. He hinted at SS4 Goku and everything and stuff like that, sort of saying that he's not going to say anything, but he kind of said without saying anything, like, I won't say anything, but just watch. He never spoiled it, but he's like, just watch. And man, I think a lot of us though kind of figured that this is the direction they're going to go. Interesting choice here, that with this SS4 form, it does not turn him into an adult, and I think that plays a much bigger reason as we continue towards the end of the episode here. But yeah, this is just phenomenal moment. Really enjoyed it. Just absolutely. But I will say I think I like the story better behind SS4 and GT. Obviously it's just fan service here, but when it comes to the fighting, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, just as you see, they're like, as they were wanting, like, what else? Like, even I love that even Baby Dente's like, ooh, and Dr. Arinsu's like, oh, like, everyone's shocked. But he's like, oh, I can't believe it. And Piccolo's like, what powerful key. But what I was gonna say is here, when I think it comes to the fighting for SS4 here, man, I gotta be honest, as Goku's checking out his big giant hands right there, I think this had to be and you see Neva right there basically looking and just Goku checking his tail out, realizing Gomah right there, but it's like getting a little nervous. I love the shot here. Goku looking at his tail and he looks over at Gomah, on point, on business, like, Goku, I'm not even gonna try and figure out what this form is. I'm not even gonna try and figure out how I got this power. All I know is that I need this power now, which I think is kind of what it was back in GT as well. He was telling Pan he couldn't figure out what this power was right now and how it works. He knew he's looking, they were trying to make him SS4, but what does it do? He's like, I know it's needed now to defeat baby. And right there, awesome shot. I had to use the thumbnail for this one, and this is really good. And what I was trying to say is that as we get to Gomah getting angry here and the third eye getting more powerful and Goku powering up right there, I think what ensures here is, I think, a better fight than I think I've ever seen SS4 in all honesty. SS4 GT, it had some good fights, but I don't think the fights ever reached the level of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. But right here, this is the first time that I felt like I've seen SS4 in a fight that takes me to that feeling that I had in Z. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here before we get into the action. All right, so we get that really awesome looking aura right there. And Goku's like, here I go. And bam, both of them start going ahead and clashing right there. And it's looking awesome. Look how bam, they're looking. Bam, blue light. And you see the explosion go out. And man, these guys are going all over the place fighting with all these swirls and stuff coming out of their energy. And the battle is about to be on. I had to make sure I'm hydrated for this fight because, man. So, from here, we get Goku and Gomah going at it, and Goku basically showing no hesitation. He goes ahead and grabs, takes his fist, and boom, right there you see the tail goes right past it, and oh, Gomah's able to dodge, and then Gomah looking in his eyes, cursing like, no, you mother effer, you ain't gonna get one up over me again. And then right there, look at Gomah's like, oh, as Goku goes ahead, look how quick Goku goes with that flying kick, and then Goku goes right in here. Looking all right here, basically flying right into Gomah, and there you see Goku, able to stop his whole fist right there, and Gomah's like, what? And look at my boy Goku, he's like, not this time. And then right there, he ends up pushing Gomah back with just his fist. Look at Goku's face, absolutely on point. He is ready to make Gomah feel the wrath. Shout out to Harley Cameron. Harley Cameron. If you watch AEW, All Elite Pro Wrestling, there, and from there, Goku, he ends up growing ahead and grabbing Gomah by the wrist. By the fist, and he grabs it right here, and he starts swinging Gomah around. Boom! The very much classic throw of Son Goku, just spinning him, zoom, 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 and you see Gomah's like, ah, and throws him. Very awesome shot. Love the way it is drawn right there, and bam, sends Gomah right through the rocks, and then Gomah ends up going through another rock. Boom! And then Gomah, he ends up getting his footing around, but before he can even move, already SS4 Goku is all on Gomah's turf. He's like, I'm on your turf. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And then he ends up, bam, punching right to Gomah's back. Boy didn't even see it coming. He's like, oh, man. Oh, no, that was a kick right there. Kick to the back. And then Gomah goes ahead and he looks over and he's thinking, okay, I got you. Oh! Goku, too quick for the boy. Already with the headbutt right to the gut, sends Gomah flying right out the frame, and look at Goku on point. He's like, yeah! And bam, Goku with another headbutt, but Gomah's able to dodge what looks like his tricep muscle, and then he goes for a knee. Goku blocks it with a foot, and then Gomah goes in for another elbow. Boom, Goku blocks it with his fist, and then Goku ends up blocking Gomah's kick with his leg, and it's like, boy, Gomah, you can't do nothing, blocking all your stuff. SS4 Goku still on the prowl, ready, goes ahead and powers up, flies, and this shot was cool. Goku ends up going ahead sideways, doesn't fly towards Gomah, but instead flies the sideway, and we have the camera where it's following Gomah and SS4 Goku, and Goku right here gets onto the rock, flying all on point, goes right towards Gomah, and bam, kicks Gomah right in, or punches Gomah right in the gut. Oh, look at that shot, and Gomah's like, oh! He's feeling all the power of SS4, and Goku showing no hesitation, like, come on, keep on talking that stuff, come on. And Gomah's, he's getting that we see that purple lighting where Gomah's like, ah! And the purple eyes, like every time it senses Gomah is in serious danger, you just get SS4, you just get the Gomah end up getting more power right there, and so Goku's like, huh, and bam, with the power of the third eye, SS4 Goku takes a big shot right to the side of the face, and you can just see the impact of that one, and that says SS4 Goku flying like, boom, into the rock, but Goku is able to crush his fingers right into the ground and go ahead and slow the momentum down. So that was a really cool shot right there. Once again, drawings on point, animation staff absolutely on point, and I love it right here. Goku's able to to sort of use that momentum to stop as he sees Gomah coming right up to the other angle trying to attack him, and Goku gets ready, and he's able to dodge Gomah, and he comes back in with a big fist, and Gomah catches it, and now Gomah's like, I got you, and then oh no, Goku dodging his stuff right there, and Son Goku, he's still ready, still on point, bam, dodges, blocks Gomah's fist with his own fist, and bam, right there, Goku sends him flying out, and SS4 Goku on point, still showing that he is in this fight, and then bam, goes right to Gomah, knocks him, wails him, sends Gomah flying, but Gomah, he's a tough cookie. Well, the third eye is a tough cookie. Gomah's just there. And he comes back at SS4 Goku, and this was sick. SS4 Goku, how does he dodge? He takes his tail, and he wraps it around Gomah's leg, and Gomah's like, and Goku ends up going ahead and uses the momentum of the tail to swoop himself around up front, back into Gomah. Gomah's gonna try and go for a punch here, and bam! Goku ends up turning it right in the face. Then disfigured that boy's whole entire face. Look at that shot. And oh no, that was a fist. Oh no, yeah, he hits it with the leg, the big boot, and then bam! Punches the boy so hard, nearly his entire arm is buried into Gomah's face. And then I love the shot right there, Goku with his arm buried in Gomah's face. He's like, bam! Look at that. He done disfigured Gomah into a whole nother character right there, and sends him flying out of frame. And Goku's not done yet. He hops on Gomah's back, and bam, goes for a kick, but Gomah's able to dodge, is able to block it with his fist. And right there, you see here, Gomah quickly is able to rebound with a ki blast, and then Goku's able to dodge that. And then from here, Goku starts running. He's trying to make some distance from that ki blast. And Goku right here, even though he's in the smoke, he's like, no, I got you. He starts forming a ki blast right there, and he jumps out the smoke, has that ki blast, and starts booming, shooting at all over the area, and Gomah is flying all over the place, trying to evade it as they hit the rocks. And then Gomah quickly, he goes ahead, and he looks like he's about to do his own version of the Final Flash. And then from there, Gomah, he starts going ahead, powered up. Once again, that third eye, given being the whole issue here, this whole fight, he ends up getting the third eye close up, and he starts powering up. And right here, this was really cool. He starts using his magic of the third eye to pull the ground up. It basically starts pulling the ground up. This almost starts reminding me of what's the fight in Naruto when it's Naruto versus Pain. Like, that's what the gravitational pull, that's exactly what he's kind of doing here. So he goes ahead, and Gomah's like, all right, go ahead and take this, and look at that looks sick. I will say that looks sick. Gomah might look like a reject version of Jiren, but I gotta admit, this shot looks pretty cool here with the purple electricity going on right here. And look at this, it starts taking up the entire battlefield, and I'm like, this is sick. Let's go. And then from here, it ends up going ahead, destroying all the rocks. And SS4 Goku, what's he gonna do? He manages to dodge it all, and then bam, he ends up going ahead and dodging that one. And this right here was sick. Goku's on the he lands on this rock, and then he jumps up, and the animation right here, Goku is basically running like a monkey, pretty much running like a monkey here. This was really interesting, really pulling into his primal instincts here, and he starts jumping from rock. This was cool, and I just really think this is a good time to just go out of my way here and just go ahead and give praise. Like I said, this animation staff, and I also forgot to mention the music here. The music absolutely on all this right here. It is the music composer Kosuke Yamashita. I thought he did a good job with the music here. I don't think I'm gonna remember it as much as, of course, the legendary Kukutsuki, or even like I know he was plagiarizing Yamamoto's score, or even other ones most recently like Sumitomi, but this was pretty good. It did feel like this amazing magical moment when SS4 happened, because it was clearly fan service to really give back to the fans of Dragon Ball from Toriyama. So I thought he did an awesome job, and the music was definitely fitting the vibe of action here. And then as far as the animation directors for for this episode was, from what I'm seeing here, Kari Saito and Mikio Fujihari. Fujihara. Sorry if I butchered those names, but I always want to give respect where respect is due. And there was a ton of key animators. In fact, I think this very scene right here was animated by Ano, who is on X/Twitter as Ano_RG. So that's ANNO_RG. And yeah, he animated the Goku running like monkey scene. And like I said, there was just a lot. Like I don't recognize everybody's names here. I do see, one of my favorites in recent memory, Yuya Takahashi. It said he did one of the key animations. But yeah, just so many talented animators and artists. They did a phenomenal job, because let's face it, this fight was like Gogeta Broly levels, and I was saying that on the last one, and like I said, I don't think I can think of any time SS4 was this well animated and had this awesome of a fight in GT. It had great moments. There were great moments in those fights, but nothing like this. This was absolutely on point. So just really wanted to give a shout out to the animators here. And continuing on with the fight, Goku, he's just sliding. He's becoming like Tarzan now. If you remember the 1999 Tarzan Disney film, just going there looking awesome. SS4 Goku, and then he starts forming that ki blast, and then Goma's like, what? How did he evade all that? And SS4 Goku, he gets this ki blast really big, and Goma's like, it's already near Goma's face, and Goku is ready to go ahead and throw it, and Goku's like, and he starts spinning like he's Sonic, which kind of the proportions of him as a kid at SS4 kind of reminds me of the proportions you see for like Sonic and Knuckles and everything. And Goku, after spinning into a ball, shoots this ki blast. This looking absolutely awesome. Goes towards Goma, and Goma, he's gonna try and block it, and it hits Goma, and boom! Huge explosion we get out of that, man. That was just sick. And the explosion goes off into the entire area, and man, you can see just how much, like I said, I don't know why Luma, aka Boma, and the rest of the gang wanted to come so close here when the action's happening over here. You see Dr. Arinsu trying to hold on to her Dragon Ball, and SS4 Goku looking sick. Look how sick he looks in that shot, man. Absolutely on point. This was really reminding me of almost that classic scene where baby Vegeta, or as it's in Japanese, Vegeta baby, where Goku, he gets up in the sky and Goku has his hand right to his face and then blasts him down, and then kind of almost looks at him down after he goes sending him to the ground. That was just looking sick right there. I really love this. This was awesome there. And SS4 Goku just basically looking at his handiwork, and there you see Goma is still very much in the game. All right, gonna go ahead and take a break here to hydrate. All right. See, we got the man 0001. Hello, brethren. What up, man? Didn't expect to see you here on this stream, because this is a big major spoiler here. But in this age of the internet, how could you not be spoiled? But yeah, brother, man. We got Toriyama Akira and broke the internet here again. Yeah, that's another thing for some of you that don't know this. SS4 Goku broke the internet for those of you who don't know, he broke the internet because just like Ultra Instinct did back in 2017, the Crunchyroll servers crashed. That's how huge this moment is and everything. Even people who have spoiled themselves, like the man 0001 in the chat there, says, I'm still gonna watch LOL. So that was a huge moment. I've got other friends that I know that they're wanting to watch the dub version, but they're actually seeing the they had to check out this moment and plan on watching it. And speaking of which, shout out to Geeta101. I saw this on his X/Twitter account, which was that Dragon Ball DAIMA reached #2 trending on February 14th, 2025, when this episode dropped, at 2.3 million impressions on X. That's how many people were talking about it. That's how much SS4 has truly meant to the Dragon Ball fan base. And he listed that the source came from Kami-sama Explorer. So amazing. Toriyama, Akira, just leaving an amazing episode and everything. But getting back here to the fight though. So we get Gomah here, and I shout out to my boy man 0001. I know he's gonna be roasting Gomah hard here for looking like a reject Jiren and stuff. But yeah, Gomah over here, he's angry like, argh! And SS4 Goku absolutely still on point, ready to fight. And you see Glorio here goes like, Goku, and he ends up going ahead flying off to try and help the battle. And you got Do here, he's like, he's gonna go ahead and continue to fight, and he flies in. And then from there you got Tamagami 1, he goes ahead and he starts flying in there as well. And who forever being supported says, you can do it, do, and stuff, and everything. And you got Piccolo right here basically going like, he's like, okay, he said, let's get it. And so he flies off. Nahare, he goes ahead and flies off, aka the Supreme Kai. And a lot of people were upset about this moment right here as we see the Supreme Kai walk off. You see Vegeta in the back, he's like, yes, let me go. And he's like, oh, and he falls to all fours, and Vegeta has to sit back and watch on the sidelines, blasted. Yeah, some people thought that Vegeta was done dirty here and stuff. I mean, he got wrecked by that blast, and he tried, but he can't. So they kept on. I think we got some big Vegeta moments still to come in the next 2 episodes and everything. But yeah, that is very much. Vegeta got wrecked so hard here that he can't even join in the battle. That's how weakened he is from this. So that was quite interesting and everything. I'll mention it here in the chat since it's relevant to the topic here. The man 0001 says, I'm glad Toriyama brought that form from obscurity. Yeah, you know, it's really one of those fantastic things. SS4, it is a beloved form from a very much hated series and everything, so it's interesting. Man 0001 also says here, Gomah out here looking like a bench warmer for Jiren's team. He pretty much does. Clearly Toriyama made it with a tribute here, but yeah, he's a reject looking right there for it. So we get Gomah basically starts going ahead, and they start just going ahead and swinging fists basically at each other with shots. Boom, going at it right there. SS4 Goku and Gomah basically going ahead, and bam, you see right here Gomah trying to go ahead and take out SS4 Goku, and their energy, their aura, they just start going all crazy, and they're basically colliding like boom, bam, boom, and they're flying all over the area. And I love this shot here. You get Glorio coming into the frame, you got Majin Buu coming in, Piccolo, Nahare. Like it's still crazy to think Vegeta got hit the worst out with Gomah's attack, that Nahare and Piccolo are still able to go ahead and go in there. And so SS4 Goku, he ends up going right there with Gomah, basically, and still fighting, and bam, Goku knocked that boy back like SS4 Goku, and then he gonna try to go ahead and kick Goku. Goku flies right under him, and then right here Majin Buu comes in, and to no avail, he tries to punch. Gomah's able to come back, and bam, kicks Majin Buu out of the frame. There he goes, Tamagami 1 trying to with that sword, and and then boom, Gomah ends up breaking him. It's like he breaks his sword and with just his fist, back fist, that sends Tamagami 1 flying. It is such a shame, like I said, such a absolute shame that we cannot see Tamagami 1 using this sword in any effective way at all. And so you got Piccolo right there, and you got Glorio. They coming in with their ki blast. This is really sick too. I love it how Piccolo goes forward, Glorio goes back, and there you go. They're exchanging right there, and you see right here they're about to go ahead and unleash their blast, which you already know ain't gonna do jack squat. But it's kind of reminding me of the filler stuff that they added back in DBZ when it was Gohan versus Cell in the final Kamehameha struggle. Excuse me. In the final Kamehameha struggle, how they're basically just gonna go ahead and get in the blast and everything in there. That was really cool. And from here you got Majin Buu, because like, yeah, all the Z fighters, aka the Dragon Team, they were all, you know, fighting on behalf of Gohan because they didn't want to sit back and watch him die after they had witnessed their beloved Goku sacrifice himself. And right there you got Majin Buu. He does this really cool green blast here, nahare, and Tamagami 1, and you got SS4 Goku. He's forming his ki blast, and basically that's just looking sick right there. Like, man, I feel like this is the most we've ever seen Goku fight with ki blast. Goku's such a hand-to-hand martial artist. He's just really been having to take out some more ki blasts to try and do some good stuff here. And right here basically you get all these really cool colors and stuff right here, blues, yellows, greens. They're just going ham on Gomah, and Gomah forms this other purple barrier that boom, he ends up going ahead and unleashing, sending everybody out of the frame because that darn third eye, they just cannot get one up over that third eye. They cannot. And there you see SS4 Goku basically being sent back. He's the only one who was able to withstand that cool golden aura, and SS4 Goku keeping the pressure on, goes ahead and flies right back to him, and you get this really cool face off where they're about to go, and they're colliding again with their cool energy blast. Boom, zoom, going right in there, and SS4 Goku still looking on point, goes with his big giant ki blast that he sends over to Gomah. He sends that right to Gomah. Gomah goes ahead, he grabs the ki blast, and then right there SS4 Goku coming in, thinking he's got a big shot at Gomah, and it was a diversion. I love the techniques here. So Goku essentially sent this ki blast over to Gomah. Gomah catches it. He knows Gomah's gonna go ahead and catch it. He'll throw it right up into the sky, only to come right up under him, and bam, punch him right there in the face. Gomah like, oh. I like I said, he has one of the silliest looking faces that I have seen and everything. Looking at the chat here, the Man001 says, "Oh, water boy, towel boy, looking boy." Boy. I mean, yeah, Gomah looks hilariously silly here. He also says Majin Buu is the off-brand Wish version. Of course, he's cheeks. Yeah, Majin Buu doesn't look nearly as cool as the OG Majin Buus, but Man001, believe me that I think you will enjoy this character a lot. Majin Buu is definitely one of the highlights of Dragon Ball DAIMA. When you see the stuff that he can do, he is definitely a delight in this series. And this was just great right here. After the punch, our boy Goku comes right with the kick, bam, right to the jaw. Look at all that saliva coming out. Goku on point, not playing with Gomah, and bam, goes for the punch right there into the gut, sending Gomah flying to knock the dust out of him. And then Goku's keeping on point with the blue electricity going ahead. Gomah's been sent flying here, and SS4 Goku goes right into Gomah's stomach right there, and bam, sends him into the rock. And we get this cool shot where I guess for some reason in the demon realm, when you go into the rocks, Goku's glowing red and Gomah's glowing blue, and bam, it don't matter, Goku's still kicking Gomah's butt with a punch there. Gomah coming back with a punch, and Goku blocking all his stuff, and then goes ahead and side sweeps him, and then bam, goes for another punch. Gomah's able to get out of the way. Gomah goes for his punch, and Goku's still dodging. Gomah is just missing everything right here, and Goku is able to block it right there, and then basically calmly puts his hand down. Look at my boy Goku, also on point, and he comes right here. Gomah's like, ah, and Goku, bam, kick, kick right to the cheek. Oh, and Goma's man, he's like, ah! And then from there, they get out of the rocks, all the debris, the carnage. SS4 Goku in red, on point, looking at dodging all those techniques, starts forming this key blast here, looking sick. Like, man, the animation, these animators, they you could tell they put so much care and attention into this. And this is the importance of giving anime time, unlike early episodes of Dragon Ball Super where they were trying to rush these talented animators. They gave these animators all the time they needed to make beautiful art, beautiful animation. Absolutely love it. And SS4 Goku starts powering up these ki blasts, and he basically starts going and flying right towards him, puts this blast into one, and oh, shoots it out, and look at Goma like, oh! How can you not take Goma's face serious? You just can't take Goma's face seriously. He gets hit by his blast, like, oh! See, this is what I'm saying. Had Toriyama designed Goma to look a lot more serious for this final form, like Frieza and Cell and Boo's final forms, when we see stuff like this, we would, at least people like me, I would be like, oh, got him. But instead, his stupid face, I'm all like, the boy looks stupid. He's one of the most stupid looking villains I've ever seen in Dragon Ball. One of the dumbest villains too, from what we've seen. I give all the power to the third eye. All be the glory to the third eye. Goma is so stupid. And yes, I know Toriyama designed him that way, but it's just, man, it's funny. I know Toriyama designed him to be that way because that's what Toriyama's a master of. Even though Goma looks stupid, his power is no joke with the third eye, man. But just, he looks hilarious here. The man 0001 in the chat says that Goma is pressed. Got him looking like he finna take a dump. Biggest dump of his life. Oh! Been constant, like he doesn't, like he been constipated all that time and everything. Oh, he also says Goma looking like he saw Yugi put the Exodia together. Love the Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Oh my gosh, man. Let me get a water break here because, man, we still got some more good stuff to go in this episode. All right, so we got the ki blast basically going here, and it's going all out the rocks, and boom, look at this. It sends Goma sending here, and he's like, oh, sends him through a rock, boom, right through another rock, and then he goes right through another rock, boom, right through another rock, boom, right through a rock, boom. Goku just sent this boy flying like boom, 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 boom. Man, Goma sending flying like he just got no answer at all to this until he finally lands into the other rocks here, and then he flies back, and that's pretty much all he can say is curses at this point. So he starts flying right back towards SS4 Goku, and he's like, oh, and Goku right there, power, just sick looking power up. Like, man, I think hands down these auras look far better than what we got in Dragon Ball G and Dragon Ball GT. Gotta say it like the narrator did in the Funimation dub. But yeah, we just start getting these blue sparks as Goku's powering up, man. And Glorio, he's just looking in awe right here. And this was really cool. We start getting that development of what we've been seeing with Glorio. SS4 Goku. He's looking at how hard Goku is fighting, and he's paying huge attention here, as if he knows what he must do, and he's inspired by it. He starts powering up and everything, and Glorio starts flying towards the screen there. Piccolo and Glorio together, and this was really cool. You start seeing this energy. Glorio, awesome power up, amazing animation right there with the power up. Look how sick that looking. Glorio's looking awesome right there. And Piccolo, he starts doing that famous one. He starts charging it up, and they both are doing the cool power ups as Goma flies right towards them, and there we get the Makokotsapo, aka Special Beam Cannon. And Glorio, he ends up doing that energy technique that's very much similar to Emperor Palpatine back in Star Wars, you know. I always used to love when he goes like, young Skywalker. Man, this is really cool. And that third eye once again comes over to save Gomah and everything. And Gomah, he ends up throwing this big purple blast right here, and that's looking sick right there. And right there, this awesome clash right here of energy is looking fantastic. And Glorio, he's trying to unleash as much power and Piccolo's got. And I don't know if Gomah just got weakened here, because he should have easily gotten rid of these guys, but I guess not. And with the power of the third eye, he's able to increase his power. And you see this struggle, and Piccolo and Gomah, Glorio are actually holding in here. So like I said, I can only assume that SS4 Goku did so much damage to Glorio. That's how weakened Piccolo and weakened Glorio are able to hang with Gomah so much here. And a big explosion goes off right here, and that sends Piccolo and Glorio, and that is all she wrote for both of them. But they got heart though, a lot of heart, especially Glorio, who as he's falling to the ground, he sees how awesome Goku is fighting. And speaking of Goku right here comes one of my favorite parts in this whole fight. This one is sick. Let me get ready for this one. Oh my. Alright, so we get here. Son Goku starts powering up the Kamehameha wave. And I love the colors here with the yellows and the purple. And here you see Goku goes, Ka. And Gomah, he quickly flies right over. I will say this about Gomah. He does not sit around and wait for these guys to power up. He gets right into action. So I love seeing the urgency right here. He goes right up to Gomah, and right in the first part, not May. He hasn't even gotten to the May part yet. He's just on Ka, right, flying right up to Goku. And as you see, a cool sick power up, but he's got his fist really close to Goku. And what's really cool is the way they do this. Right here, they go black and white, keep the Kamehameha in purple and blue. As Goku's still in the power up, time is slowing down here. Gomah goes in for the punch. Goku's still on the Ka, and bam! Gets Goku right in the face. And you can see right there, oh, Goku feeling all of Gomah's power. And in slow motion, you get Pansy and Luma, aka Bulma, going like, Goku! Vegeta's like, Kakarota! And Gomah right there, he realizes he's about to go in for the kill on Goku, and he smashes Goku, and boom, sends Son Goku flying right out the frame. And I was like, oh crap, he got him. I'm like, I think the fight is over here. He got him. We see the pupils disappear, the spit coming out, which would have elsewise been blood had they not had to show this on Fuji TV at the time they did in Japan. Man, and you get the slow motion here, because Goku's like, ah. And Glorio and Piccolo are like, oh no. And Glorio's like, I got you, you no good mother for what you thought it was. And I'm like, dang, you see Goku flying right back. And then after that, Goku clutches his stomach, and I'm like, man, dang it was fun while it lasted. And then it goes black and white, ladies and gentlemen. And from here, we see this blue key. And we're like, whoa, I'm like, what's going on here? And this blue key, Bulma thinks Goku's done, but Pansy is like, wait a minute, what's going on? And Piccolo and Glorio are shocked, and Goku, he looks like he's got his like he's about done. He goes ahead and says, Ka, and Glorio's like, Goma's like, what? And he goes like, man, and he looks right over at Gomah, and Goma's like, what? Impossible! And he starts getting on guard, and then he goes, ha! And I'm like, oh, Goku with the fake out! Goku with the fake out! It's not as quite epic, but it gave me vibes of the Tournament of Power when Goku, he did the rolling up, basically, of the UI and everything, with the Kamehameha. He faked him out. He let Goma punch him, and he pretended like he was like, like, nope, gotcha, mother effer. Love it, dude. I love it. Oh my gosh. Man, no matter how many times we see the Kamehameha, they find awesome ways to keep making it look awesome. The blues, the reds, and it shoots right here at Goma, pushing him back, and he's holding on to the Kamehameha. He's holding on to the Kamehameha, and Goku's like, Aah! And like, okay, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? And then we see these red sparks start flying, and I'm like, oh, the boy Goku done thrown flames out. He didn't become Kane. He shoots flames. There's fire. He makes the fire. He engulfs the Kamehameha in a bunch of flames, and Goma's like, no way. And bam, Goma's like, ah, and that boy gets burnt into the ground. A flaming Kamehameha that Goku set up perfectly with a fake out. This is sick. This is awesome. Oh my gosh. And then right here you see the flames shoot up out of the sky, out of the ground, and then boom, gigantic, blows up the whole area. This has got to be a cooler technique on Sparking Zero when this comes to DLC. And you get the huge explosion right there, and you see how much of the big giant area it takes out. With the wind and everything flying all over the air. Man, sick. I absolutely love it. Glorio, Piccolo looking over there. Tamagami, Nahare, K, the Supreme Kai. Man, it was huge. And SS4 Goku looking at his handiwork right there, looking in the ground, in the crater. Just sick. That was fantastic. Just one of the best things, one of the best Kamehamehas I've seen ever. And this is what I was talking about. I see the man 001 in the chat. He says GT, aka Grand Turd. That's how a lot of people would feel. A lot of people are gonna feel about that. The man 001 says, cue the Ultra Instinct theme. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no music that was as good as that in there, but yeah, pretty much that would have been perfect for it. He also says in the chat, this is the moment that Goma knew he effed up. pretty much, man. Buried him. Goku buried that boy in the ground. And the man 001 in the chat knows, as wrestling fans, yeah, he put the burial on that man, but not for long, as we would soon see. And everyone's like wondering what happened, because that third eye, that third eye comes in. You know, that third eye is sort of politicking its way to make Goma even stronger, and so that Goku can't get over here. So yeah, oh my gosh. So we got a few more things to go in this episode. Oh my gosh, fantastic episode. Alright, so right here, you get Goma's third eye here, and Goku's like, you gotta be kidding me here. As Goma, it starts, this purple aura starts coming up from under the ground, and it goes into the sky here, and man, big giant aura is like, okay, what's going on here? And you see Goma's whole body right there. The third eye is giving him even more power and stuff like that. At this point, I think it's best to just try and target that third eye, and that third eye is getting stronger, and Goku right there, he sees the green electricity, and it forms a barrier around them. So at this point, we see a giant hand starts coming out, and clearly Goma has gotten even larger in size, and you see the hand, boom, getting in there, Sky, and bam, he basically breaks the ground from underneath Son Goku. Everybody, and they cannot believe. And I liked here, you see Dr. Arinsu. She starts looking like, all right, you could tell this is where she starts thinking like, okay, I need to go to plan B now. I need to go. And you see the third eye as it goes up, and this is the part. I just can't. I can't take his face seriously. I was like, oh, I was hoping this was going to be the transformation moment that Toriyama would have drew a more serious face for him, but he just got bigger. And as we know, bigger is not better, but he gets gigantic in size with a power boost here. And SS4 Goku's like, seriously? Man, and everything like that. Oh my gosh, the third eye is just doing a lot of just crazy energetic attacks here right here. This is just amazing. The man 0001 in the chat says, why don't Tien's third eye give him that type of power? Yes, because as you'll see when you watch the rest of Dragon Ball DAIMA, the third eye is something completely exclusive to the demon realm, and as you can see, it is no joke. So yeah, it would be cool though, idea that they could play around with Teen Shinha indefinitely. And so SS4 Goku right there, you can see he is in trouble right here as Gomah unleashes that power, and huge explosion right there, and that sends SS4 Goku flying and everything like that, flying into the back onto the ground. And there you go, Gomah is gigantic, still looking like a reject Pride Trooper, reject Jiren, but he's got the power. He can, unlike, you know, Piccolo, he can actually get gigantic and get a power boost with it thanks to the third eye. And it looks like SS4 Goku, he gets back up, does I think like a kip up, and he goes for a punch, and he's gonna try and do his best against this new powered up giant Gomah, and he collides fists, but boom, to no avail. Gomah is sent launching Goku right through all the rocks, all through another rock, boom, getting that payback. And I can't say Gomah, he's like, oh, I told you, you mother effers are no match for the third eye. Gomah. And there you see Gomah starts flexing hard, doing this with his eye as the power is getting him even stronger. SS4 Goku looking pretty much defeated on the ground, and then he uses this green barrier to take SS4 Goku. He brings him on up, and Gomah's got Goku right where he wants him, and SS4 Goku's like, what's going on here? And he's like, huh? And we see this big huge glowingness going through Goku, and it's like, yo, he reversed SS4 Goku down to SS3. And I mean, Gomah was nice enough to even give him his clothes back, put a new nice fresh shirt on our boy Goku, nice new orange gi on Goku. He even hooked him up with a new new belt and everything. So I mean, it's like he's humiliating him. He's hooking Goku up, giving him making him look fresh and everything, some fresh clothes. But yeah, so I guess they're keeping it. At least I'll say the magic effect of SS4 makes more sense here, since it was magic that Neva used in order to give Goku this form. And there you go, he's down in SS3, and Goku, he's wondering, is this the power? How powerful the third eye is? And right there, Goku once again is in shock, and he gets reduced back to SS2. My gosh, how strong is this freaking third eye? And everyone's starting to worry about Goku, Glorio as well. And then his little cell phone communicator starts ringing, and you see the look on his face, and it's like I've been saying, he answers yes, it's Dr. Arinsu, and she's like, bring the Dragon Balls here to me. And as we've seen throughout the series, Glorio has been secretly working for Dr. Arinsu, but it looks like, you know, he's wondering if he's really down with Dr. Arinsu and her plan after hearing what she wants to do. And we got SS1, he's down to SS1 now in this ball, and now he's been reduced to base form. So he's then just completely gotten rid of all of Goku's powers, drops him to the ground. Like, man, Oh my gosh, like Goma, has that ever been done in anything with Dragon Ball? This man not only beat SS3 but beat SS4. Like even Baby and GT couldn't do that right away. He SS4 put up quite a fight. Like this man just dang the third eye just amazing. Oh my gosh, let's go to chat here. Mantra01 says John Jones would have been perfect for getting to that third eye. Yeah, he's got quite a reach there. The man 0001 also says out here looking like an oversized Joker henchman. Oh my gosh, yeah, we got to watch Dragon Ball DAIMA together, man. 0001. I'm pretty sure you will have a lot. There are a lot of characters you're going to be roasted in this whole series. So there we go. Ibis basically, Glorio says, you know, give me those Dragon Balls because it's too dangerous and stuff like that. And so Ibis, you know, thinking, no, you know, Glorio's cool. He's on our side. He hands it right up. He said, oh, thanks and stuff. And so Glorio brings over the other two Dragon Balls to Dr. Arinsu. Basically she's like, yeah, bring those two over here. And says, you know, pretty much you know what to do. And yeah, this is right here where Glorio's like, you're not gonna, and she cuts him off, says, that's right. I'm going to make the Dragon Balls give me the wish of making me become the new Supreme Demon King with the most magic power. So yeah, I don't know if she said that in the last episode, but that's pretty much what she's saying here. And once again, she's saying Supreme Demon King because, as Nahare mentioned with his sister and brother, them being Glens, they don't really have genders, but you know, her gender is that of a woman and everything, but they don't really specify that. So just a reminder for those if they're getting confused why she's calling herself king and everything. She wants to become the king. And so we have all Dragon Balls there, and she says she wants to defeat Gomah. And there you got Glorio. He's looking very hesitant. And she's like, you know, go ahead, quickly summon Porunga. Of course, basically, being the Namekians and stuff. And Porunga being, of course, the Namekian lore and everything we've learned about the Dragon Ball world here. And this line right here is what really got me, because as I've praised Dr. Arinsu all through this entire series, that out of all the new antagonists that's introduced, she has no doubt been the coolest and most smartest antagonist that we've had in all of Dragon Ball DAIMA. And so from there, she says, that's why I had you learn the Namekian language. I'm like, Not that she seeked out Glorio because he knew the Namekian language, but rather she seeked out Glorio and had him learn the language. And I can't be the only one thinking like that is going to come back to bite her in the butt so hard, because it's like, you know, when you have something that you want to do, you know, obviously you find someone who already is well versed into what it is, the task that you need them to do, because it's going to save you time. But if you're just picking someone and you're going to invest the same amount of time that it would take you to learn that task, it's going to take them to learn that task, you might have well been better off learning that task yourself. And that's why I'm like, whoa. She said, that's why I had you learn the Namekian language. So if he had to take time out to learn the Namekian language, why didn't you yourself learn the Namekian language so that you don't have to put faith into Glorio? So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to be expanded upon the next episode, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what a you talk about a botch right there. Oh my gosh, that's definitely going to come back on Dr. Arinsu. And you see right here, basically, you see Glorio. He's still looking hesitant right here, and she's starting to get impatient here. Dr. Arinsu, she's like, "What are you waiting for?" And she said, "At this rate, Gomah's rule will last an eternity." And Glorio, he's still looking like hesitant, like, you know, I really can't wait to find out what is the nature of their relationship here. And through it, we start seeing flashes of he's looking at how Nahare and Majin Du and Tamagami 1 are getting beaten up by Gomah. We see how Piccolo just got decked by Gomah. We're seeing how King Kaden and all his men and women that are fighting are getting beaten up by Gomah. We're seeing Goku getting beat up by Gomah. being slide on the ground here. And Gomah and Glorio, I really love the character development here. Glorio's like, he is really hesitating right here, and we start seeing flashbacks. And just as I'm not the only Dragon Ball fan that thought this, but just like I was saying through the episode, it looks like even though Glorio has been working for Dr. Arinsu, he has gotten close to these people. He has grown fond of Son Goku and the Supreme Kai, and he has clearly enjoyed his time with them. He's enjoyed fighting with Goku and learning from them, and clearly meeting the rest of the gang. Like he looks like he considers them friends. And this is what I was saying, like he's gonna grow attached to these. It looks like he was growing attached to these, and he even remembers like just being in awe. He is truly amazed of the incredible feats of strength that he's seen Son Goku do, which has been a common theme throughout the entire Dragon Ball franchise. Goku has been able to just being himself, he has been able to convert people over to doing the right thing, and that has been a constant theme through Dragon Ball. More of the reason why, as much as I have enjoyed the action in this episode, as much as I've enjoyed, it's clear that Toriyama meant Dragon Ball to be more than just an action series. It really shows you the themes of friends and just how being yourself and being as a person can have an effect on someone and everything. So I really love the story and the message here. And Glorio, after he goes through these flashbacks, he looks up and it's like he's made up his mind on what he's going to do. So he puts both Dragon Balls down, and Dr. Arinsu smiles and like, yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. And so Glorio gets up and he starts speaking Namekian, and from there the 3 Dragon Balls start glowing, and the dragon ends up coming on out, and you see right there, huge explosion as the dragon ends up going out there. And big giant shining light right there, and Gomah's like, what? And Goku's like, could it be? I think no, Piccolo's like, could it be? And you start seeing it's got a new dragon, and we start seeing red scales, very similar to like the Black Star Dragon back in Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball, the beginning of Dragon Ball GT, and it is indeed, just as Geekdom 101 sources said, a red Porunga. So I like this is cool. Porunga, of course, being what it is, of being he's kind of like probably the OG. Yeah, he's the OG for the Namekian dragons and stuff. So it makes sense that this is kind of where the Porunga in the present timeline is from. That makes sense that it's derived from this, as Neva created this one. And so we see, and I like the red being the nod to the dragon in GT. So this is really cool here. And there you see, they're in awe of the size of it, looking really awesome. Porunga was always a cool one. I'm digging the red one here. And Bluma, she's the first one to announce. They say that looks like Planet Namek's Shenron, aka Shenlong. I want to say, yeah, brilliant to the voice actress of Pansy. She was really cool because you could hear the hurt in her voice when she said Glorio, after all the time they spend. You're kidding, right? Like, man, it was very fantastic. The English dub voice actress, I believe, is going to do a great job as well. Man, this was really, really interesting. And she's like, but why? Like, I felt it, man. I felt in my heart. The voice actress, she did such a phenomenal job with putting the hurt into her voice that Glorio is betraying them. And Vegeta, he's already like, that traitor. And Nahare, who always was suspicious of Glorio from the start, going back to episode 3, he says, so he was working with Arinsu after all. And even Neva is taken back. He's like, wow, he's speaking Namekian too. They didn't even know this. And Glorio, he's like, I'll dare you. And you get the dragon, brave soul, who has gathered the Dragon Balls. I shall grant any wish, and everything. So that was quite interesting there. And the most funniest thing I think I have ever seen. One of the funniest things that I've seen in Dragon Ball DAIMA. So Gomah, he flies. He goes like, "I won't let you get away with this," and he flies. And as he flies right towards the red Shenron, red Purunga right here, and says, "I won't let you get away with this." I couldn't have been the only one who thought this is going to be very similar to this is going to be a homage to Frieza on Planet Namek when he flew towards right in front of Gomah to try when he flew right into Purunga to try and get his wish, but he didn't speak the Namekian language. Dende did, and so he wished everybody to be put on Earth except for Son Goku and Frieza, and he tries to do the death beam to Dende and to no avail. So he flies right towards Gomah, and he gives his fist. I'm like, oh, he trying to square up to Purunga. I'm like, oh, he gonna try to knock the dragon's block off. I'm like, okay, I did not see this coming, right? And he goes, and he takes that fist right over to Purunga, and Purunga goes ahead, takes his iron, and he says, boing, dodges it. Look at that, doesn't even block. He takes Gomah's whole entire fist, blocks it, and boing, flips him off, says, "Sit your ass down. What you thought it was?" Gomah's like, oh, boom. Look at it. Gomah even got a knot on the head. Boom, sends him flying. Oh my gosh. I was cracking up so hard when I saw this. Red Purunga was like, "Boy, I ain't no Shenron. What you think this was? You ain't no Piccolo Daima gonna come up in here and try to blast me. What you think this was? Boy, sit your asses down. It ain't playing with you." Buried him. Got him. Humiliation. Your third eye couldn't do jack squat. I was like, I like this dragon. Well, let's go. I'm like, Red Purunga don't play. Red Purunga like, I wish you would. What's up? What's good? Funniest moment in the whole episode. He thought he was Piccolo Daima. Y'all remember OG Dragon Ball when Piccolo Daima destroyed Shenron? He thought he was OG King Piccolo. He thought he was gonna do something. Shenron's like, what you gonna do? Look at this. She did not even flinch. He just said, "Boy, I know you ain't trying. Sit your..." He said, "Sit your asses down." Oh my gosh, that was funny. I mean, I'm like, well, shoot, maybe the red dragon needs to be the final villain or something. And I'm like, wow, okay. Oh my gosh, I had to take a moment there, guys. That was hilarious. Oh my gosh, let me read the chat. Oh my gosh, let's see. The man 0001 says, "Dr. Arinsu out here looking like a young Yasma. Who was that? Yeah, where's that from? Yasma? Let me see. Oh, wait a minute, let me see. Let me put it right here. Let me look on here. From okay, yeah, from the is that from the Emperor's new groove? Yeah, one of the Disney movies I have yet to see, but it's on my watch list very much. And everything. Here, I'll just bring up the chat box right now. We're gonna take a little break here. Yeah, you said from the, okay, oh, you put it right there, from the Emperor New Groove screen. Green eggs and ham. I like that username. I grew up listening to Dr. Seuss, reading Dr. Seuss when I was a kid. Thanks for joining the chat. He says, Piccolo feel like a dope for forgetting how to speak Namekian. Yeah, I talked a lot about that in previous Dragon Ball DAIMA episodes. The Man 0001 says, shiny Purunga. The man 0001 also says walk. I think that was the flagging there to when he flacked Gomah away. The man 0001 said screw you and your he said screw you and your third eye, pretty much. He says Green Eggs and Ham says remember Demon King Piccolo blew up Shenron in the original. Yep, that's why I brought it up there for that. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. But this is the total opposite of this one. Green Eggs and Ham says Neva Dragon is tougher. Yeah, I'm like, well, dang man, Neva it ceases to amaze me. Up here, what he's been able to do, gathering Dragon Balls and reversing the stone effects, giving Goku SS4, breaking the seals, creating the tamagamis that were stronger than the Supreme Demon Kings, and now creating a dragon that's stronger than the third eye. Gosh, man, Neva's one of the most OP Dragon Ball characters I think ever. The man 0001 says, oh, I remember the Dangalang King Piccolo. Shout out to the Weekly Tube Show, remix of the Weekly Tube Show. I remember that. Green Eggs and Ham says Neva power-ups crap on Guru. Absolutely they do, yeah. Oh man. Let's get back to the rest of the episode here. From here, Dr. Arinsu, she says, come on, Glorio, make the wish. And I love that she was basically just getting super gestures like, make the wish. She's like, it's all gonna be me, it's all mine and everything. By the way, man 0001, a lot of people have agreed that Dr. Arinsu, one of the best character designs Toriyama has created for a female. It's cool here to see you give her design props and everything. Definitely much better than Gomah. That being said, Glorio, he's like, and she basically, yeah, she started to look like she was singing. Basically, she looked like she was singing, but she's just so sure of herself. She's like, tell him to make me the Supreme Demon King with the greatest magic power and stuff like that. And basically, I just love the devious looks here. Like I said, yeah, this has definitely been one of Toriyama's best designs in Dragon Ball DAIMA. And she's like, come on, make the wish. And Glorio's like, is still hesitating. And now she starts getting angry and she loses her patience. She says, tell him. And Glorio, we got a shot of his eye. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. And Glorio, and look at Dr. Arinsu. She's like, come on, man. She's like, you better come on. Like, go ahead and make the wish. Go ahead and make the wish. and she's like, hurry up. And Glorio, man. Glorio's like, he looks like he's very reluctant. And he ends up saying, speaking Namekian, he ends up saying the wish. Now, this is very important right here. I'm not sure how many people picked up on this. Child Oppa. Child Oppa. It sounds like he says some form of child in Namekian. And this is what I'm exactly hoping is. I'm thinking everything he's been said here is he has double-crossed Dr. Arinsu. I believe here he double-crossed her instead of making the wish because she doesn't know the language. Neva probably understands what he's saying. I think he is wishing for all our heroes, Son Goku, Vegeta, and them to be restored back to their adult forms, which if that's going down, you mean to tell me in the next 2 episodes we're gonna see the adult versions of the characters, a huge big thing that GT didn't do outside of SS4? Like, I'm all for it. So I'm like, that right there, that as you see in the subtitle right there, that had to be him saying that he wants them to be taken back from children back into adults. So I'm like, let's go. I said this is gonna end up coming back to bite Dr. Arinsu in the butt. And the episode comes to an end here with the red Purunga glowing his eyes, basically saying, it shall be done. And we get this really cool visual right here as he starts expanding this upon, and that's even more of a hint. If he just wants to make Dr. Arinsu, if the wish was to make Dr. Arinsu strong, wouldn't this cool aura effect just be affecting her? But instead, he's spreading it all out as if he wants to make everybody who's scattered all over the battlefield as kids, and he's extending it beyond the demon realm to make them adults too, because because their friends and family back in on Earth have also been brought back down to kids. So I was really loving where we're going with this right here. And Neva, he's shocked. They had to do that look on his face because he has to realize, oh snap, I know what he's doing. And you see Bluma or in the Pansies, they're like, what's going on? And Vegeta, he's trying to figure out what's going here. And Dr. Arinsu, she's looking so sure of herself, like, yes, I will become the strongest in the demon realm. And Gomah, that boy, yeah, you gotta own, you gotta hold that L, boy. You gotta hold that L. Peruga just came out and punked you out in your whole demon realm. You in your third eye. And that is a man that realized he had to eat a big giant bowl of Los. He had to eat all that. And here you go, Piccolo and Son Goku, they're looking out and like everybody's just trying to figure out what is going on. And Glorio, like I said, he looks sure. He looks like he has definitely made his decision. And then boom, we get this really cool dimension breaking looking effect similar to when Gogeta and Broly broke the dimension when they were fighting. Clears out and the we get the cool energy glowing of Porunga and the episode ends. Wow, hands down my favorite episode of Dragon Ball DAIMA. It was so much like, man, everything progressed well in this episode. Amazing action, amazing storytelling, so many stories that had been building up finally coming to fruition. I love it. And then we get the next preview episode here, basically right here where Dr. Arinsu, she's looking very confident and she throws her hands in the air and stuff, and I don't think she's about to do Jeyusu's yeet. She looks like, oh yes, the power is mine and everything. That's what it looks like. And the Dragon Balls, they end up going into the sky and boom, dispersing as usual, and we get a shot of the red Porunga basically looking there, and that's where it ends. So obviously this is just the first few seconds of episode 19, because I'm guessing that when these we're gonna see that, oh yeah, he brought our characters back as the adults, and it's gonna be cool to hear the Japanese voice cast, you know, as good as the new Japanese voice cast have been for the characters. Masako Nozawa, it's gonna be cool to hear her deepen her voice. Ryo Horikawa's Vegeta, so it's gonna be really cool in the dub. Sean Schimmel, Chris Sabat is as awesome as it is to have Stephanie Nadoni there, as awesome as it is to see Nassim Bellacore as Piccolo. It's gonna be really cool to see these characters. And shoot, man, let me get also because he does a really good job too, Vegeta Mini's voice actor. I don't have him right now, so I'm trying to remember, but yeah, Paul Castro Jr., man, who does a fantastic job as Mini Vegeta. As good as it is to hear their voice acting, it's going to be really good to hear the OG characters come back. Fantastic episode. Like I said, just an amazing episode for Dragon Ball DAIMA, and it was fantastic from top to bottom. I love it. I think it's my favorite episode, but I can't wait to see what happens in episode 19 and 20, and it keeps me wanting more. It keeps me wanting to see how this battle is going to end. Where's this going to go? How they're going to defeat this third eye with Gomah and everything. So, man, let's go to the chat. I know I was reading the chats a lot earlier and everything, but let's see what we got here. So let's see. Let me see where did we leave off here. All right, so the man 0001 says she's out here treating Glorio like Kronk from the Emperor's New Groove / school. And then it says the man 0001 also says sounds like he's about to say Oppa Gundam style. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Gomah, he also says Gomah about to be cucked. Oh my gosh, Gomah is a sitting duck. You know, I'm pretty sure we got 2 episodes left, so this third eye probably got something coming up. We'll see about that. He also says she's about to yeet, all right. Green Eggs and Ham says, nice play-by-play. Enjoyed the stream. Still hope we see those fusion bugs in action before the show ends. Glad to see old Gorilla Hands SS4. Hey, Green Eggs and Ham, thank you for coming by the stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, I gotta bring the energy here for this stuff because man, this is fantastic. Yeah, I do these streams every Friday or Saturday because I had to gather 925 frames for this, so at least either Friday or Saturday I do for Dragon Ball DAIMA. But we're about to get action pack episodes, so I'm probably gonna end up having to do these on Saturday because it's gonna take me all day just to gather up all these frames. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. This was an amazing episode. Dragon Ball DAIMA, it has not been perfect. There have definitely been some issues where they could have paced things a lot better. Like I said, I'm not sure if that one episode with the Giants, if that's coming into play at all in the next 2 episodes. We'll see. But hey, I'm looking forward to it. Some of the things I'm looking forward to as well, yes, like you said, seeing those fusion bugs come into play. Adult SS3 Vegeta, adult SS4 Goku and Vegeta. I definitely want to see that, especially because we know we're not going to see these forms again in Dragon Ball Super. So I like it to see where we get these at least one time, get to see them as adults, because obviously when we get to Super, there's not much reason for Vegeta to use SS3 given the stamina issues and stuff like that. So yeah, that definitely is going to be interesting. Hey, that being said, Man 0001, Green Eggs and Ham, and anybody else who came by to watch the stream, thank you all so much and everything. I want to see where are we at for the viewership here and stuff like that. Okay, 393 viewers so far on the vertical version of the stream, 37 on the horizontal and everything. So I'm pretty sure I'll get more on there. But yeah, you all, thank you so much for coming by the stream and everything, and for those of you watching on demand, hope you enjoyed this. That being said, you can go ahead and watch more Dragon Ball content right there on the screen, as well as follow me on my social media platforms in both the description and pinned comment below. Until episode 19, take care.